Life after 70 often feels like a quiet reckoning. The noise of earlier decades begins to fade. Ambitions settle, the hustle gives way to reflection, and a question begins to whisper louder in our minds. How much time do I really have left? It's not about fear, it's about clarity, about the desire to know, to prepare, to understand what signs might already be written in our bodies, in our routines, in the quiet rhythms of daily life. Modern science has been trying to decode this very question, not with predictions carved in stone, but with patterns backed by research. Patterns that whisper insights into how long you might live once you cross that threshold of 70. There is one sign that often surprises people with its power. It's not found in a pill or a machine. It's your walking speed. Yes, how fast or slow you walk. Researchers have consistently found that your usual walking pace at age 70 and beyond is more than a habit. It is a mirror, a subtle indicator of how strong your heart is, how well your brain is working, and how much resilience your body holds. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that older adults with a faster walking speed, around 3 feet per second or more, tended to live significantly longer than those who walked more slowly. Why? Because walking is not just movement, it's coordination, it's muscle, it's balance. It reflects your heart's stamina and your nervous system's agility. A slow gait, especially if it declines year by year, might point to deeper health issues silently taking hold. The second sign lies in your grip. Not metaphorically, but literally. Your hand grip strength is one of the clearest signs of overall vitality. It may sound strange, but scientists have discovered a link between weak hand grip and a shorter lifespan in older adults. A study from The Lancet found that people with weaker grips were more likely to suffer from heart disease, stroke, and other chronic conditions. Your grip tells a story about your muscle quality, your nervous system, and your ability to respond to daily challenges. It's a snapshot of strength, and strength is life. If your grip has noticeably weakened, and you find yourself struggling with jars or bags you once carried with ease, it's worth listening. Your body is talking. Then there's weight, not just your current weight, but any unintentional weight loss after 70. That is the third sign. If you've lost 10 or more pounds without trying, it may be more than just age. It might be a sign of muscle loss, or metabolic shift, or even the early signals of disease. A steady weight, with a healthy ratio of fat to muscle, often reflects stability within your body. Losing weight without explanation, especially when accompanied by fatigue or appetite changes, should not be brushed off. In many studies, sudden weight loss has been linked to shorter life expectancy among older adults. Because it's often not about food, it's about the systems beneath the surface. Digestive, hormonal, cellular. When they begin to falter, weight is often the first thing to shift. Now think about your social life, your connections, your sense of belonging. This fourth sign is one most people underestimate: loneliness, isolation. These are more than emotional burdens. They are physical risks. Scientists have compared the health risks of social isolation to those of smoking or obesity. Being alone, not by choice but by circumstance, can slowly chip away at your mental sharpness, your immune system, even your heart health. People who maintain regular, meaningful interactions with friends, family, community, tend to live longer. There's something profoundly human in that truth. We are not built to live in silence. Our minds and bodies respond to touch, laughter, stories shared across a table. If you find your days passing in quiet, with few people to speak to or share meals with, know that your lifespan may be quietly shortening too. And yet, that is a sign you can begin to change. Sleep becomes the fifth quiet indicator. Not just how much you sleep, but how well. Poor sleep, frequent waking, difficulty falling back asleep. These aren't just frustrating, they can be signals. Poor sleep quality has been linked to inflammation in the body, to memory decline, to weakened immunity. If your nights are restless and your days filled with fatigue, your body may be telling you it's under stress. Chronic lack of restful sleep can quietly steal years from your life. In contrast, those who sleep between 6 and 8 hours a night, who wake feeling rested, who dream, often carry within them a steadier path forward. Sleep is healing, not a luxury, a requirement. And as you age, it becomes an even more important marker of your health span. Then comes mental sharpness, the sixth sign. Cognitive health is deeply tied to how long you live. If you find that you often forget names, struggle with directions, or have trouble organizing tasks that were once simple, these could be the first hints of cognitive decline. It is not about occasional forgetfulness. That happens to everyone. It's about patterns, repetition, a noticeable change in how you think or make decisions. Researchers have found that maintaining strong cognitive function in older age is linked to a longer life, because the brain is not separate from the body. It drives every system. When it weakens, other systems often follow. Keeping your mind active through reading, puzzles, conversations, even learning something new. These are not just hobbies. They are anchors. They keep your brain alive, and you along with it. Finally, there is purpose. This seventh sign is invisible, yet it is perhaps the strongest. Older adults who report having a sense of purpose, something they wake up for, something that makes them feel needed or valuable, consistently live longer. A study from the University of Michigan found that people with strong purpose in life were less likely to die from any cause, compared to those who felt aimless. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be tending a garden, reading to grandchildren, helping at a local charity, even keeping a home in order. It's about having a reason to be, a reason to move, to care, to rise. When that sense is gone, people often begin to fade, their steps slow, their spark dims. Purpose keeps you alive, not just emotionally, but physically. It drives routines, encourages social interaction, pushes you to stay mentally and physically engaged. When you put these 7 signs together, your walking speed, your grip strength, your weight changes, your social life, your sleep quality, your cognitive sharpness, and your sense of purpose, you begin to see a pattern. They are not random, they are not trivial, they are all connected by one thread: vitality, the quiet flame of life still burning inside you. And each sign offers a clue about how brightly that flame is burning, or how much it has dimmed. But here's the hopeful truth. These signs are not final judgments. They are invitations. Invitations to notice, to intervene, to care more deeply for yourself. You can walk a little more each day. You can squeeze a stress ball to strengthen your grip. You can pay closer attention to your meals. Reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Set a bedtime and stick to it. Learn something that stretches your brain. Or find that one thing, however small. That gives your day meaning. Science gives us tools to understand life, but how we live is ultimately a choice. These signs reveal what might be coming, but what you do next, that's still within your hands. Life after 70 is not a slow decline unless you let it be. It can be a quieter, more deliberate, but still powerful chapter. One where you listen more closely to your body, respect its limits, and honor its wisdom. Aging is not the loss of youth. It is the discovery of who you are underneath it all. So if your walking pace is slower than it used to be, if your grip has weakened, if your clothes fit looser without trying, if your days feel lonelier, if your nights are restless, if your memory feels foggier, or if you wake with no sense of direction, these are not failures. They are signs. And signs are not endings. They are beginnings. Every one of them is asking you to turn toward your life, not away from it, to notice, to adjust, to reclaim what is still within reach. The beauty of these signs is that they don't require machines or expensive tests. They are already within you, in the way you rise from a chair, the strength of your handshake, the light in your eyes when you greet a friend. They are subtle, but they are sacred. And the sooner you begin listening, the more life you might still live. Because it's not just about how long you live, but how fully, how connected, how awake you remain through the days still waiting ahead. You are not done yet. The signs may point one way, but your choices can carve another path. And that is the quiet miracle of being human. You still have the power to live deeply, even now, even after 70.